Happy Friday. It is Friday. We're ending the week. We got a strength day today. You'll need your dumbbells and a chair. And that's about it. If you have your own bench at home, you can use your bench. But we're just going to use, I'm going to demonstrate what you would typically have at home and then let you know what you can use if you have more equipment. So let's go ahead and get a warm up in, get some jumping jacks, just moving your body for 30 seconds. Few more seconds here. All right, let's go into leg swings. And switch legs. All right, let's go to the side here. Switch. All right, let's go ahead and do arm circles. Get my computer, here we go. And back. Switch arms. And back. All right, let's stretch out that chest in the back. Let's go into our full body flow. Feel that good stretch of those hamstrings. I'm feeling it from Wednesday. We're gonna do 3 total, so 2 more. And 1 more. All right, let's go into our last stretch. A big step forward. Really sink down, stretch those hips, and open up that chest. Back and forth. Do 1 more on this side. And go ahead and switch. And our last one. Okay. All right, like I said, we have our strength day today. Of course, I can't show you the board because it's very far away, but using our dumbbells, our first exercise, I'll demonstrate. Let's see, I'll demonstrate probably the first 3 before we get started. So first, you'll need your dumbbells on this one. This one's going to be a lunge bent over row. So we're going to lunge forward, keeping that back leg straight and lunging forward with our front knee We're gonna bend at the waist, keeping our back flat. And those dumbbells are gonna rest underneath our legs here, palms face behind you. And then we're wide row up. We're gonna do probably 5 to 8, depending on if you feel like you can hold that position and how tired you get, depending on how heavy your weights are. So I say like a 5 to 10 range, depending on how heavy your weights are. But again, you're coming up wide with those elbows, squeezing those that back. So just slightly back where those elbows come up. Once you hit 5 or 10, you'll go ahead and switch sides. That back leg stays straight. You're leaning over that front knee, bending at the waist, big chest so we're not leaning over this way, and then wide rows. The next one is called a Siamese squat. This one is without weights. We're taking a wide stance like we would with a sumo, and then we're just sinking down. We're shifting our weight back and forth for 10 before we come back up. So that's a Siamese squat. The next one is where you need a chair or a bench, and you'll need your dumbbells again. I don't know if you can see me all the way over here. You're sitting on the edge of the chair or the bench. Again, that tall back, you're leaning forward, letting those weights come underneath your legs. Palms are facing each other, and now you're coming out into a fly. So I'll come up closer, pretend like I'm sitting on the bench. I'll do it with one leg. Sitting on the bench, the weights come underneath that leg. Palms are facing each other on these ones, and then you're into a Y or a fly. So those elbows are bent, and you're squeezing that back. On the first one, you're working the upper back. On the flies, you're working your mid back. So flies are here, and the wide rows are here. So that's the difference. I'll get into the next ones. I muted you in case you're talking. Okay. We'll get into the next ones as we go. So first up, we're doing that lunge with a bent over wide row. Those elbows come out and up. So grab those dumbbells. I'll set the timer. Again, you're gonna do 5 to 10 reps on each side, depending on the heaviness of your dumbbells and how strong you feel of holding that position. So we're going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep that back leg straight. Palms are facing behind you. Elbows come out and up, squeezing that upper back. Keep that back straight and that chest big, so that back is not bending or leaning over. Switch sides when you get to 5 to 8 to 10, depending on that weight level. Nice work. I'm only doing 5. So I'm not feeling like I have a whole bunch of energy today, but just go for what you can do and how you can hold that form. If that form starts to break down, then go ahead and drop those weights and reset or switch sides. We've got 30 more seconds. Nice job, keep going. Whew, we're almost there. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, drop those weights. We're going into that Siamese squat. Whew, 10 seconds. All right, get in that wide stance. 2, 1. Let's drop it. We're going side to side for 10. After 10, go ahead and stand up. And then sink back down. Try to keep that torso as tall as possible. Big chest. We're keeping our feet on the ground as we shift back and forth. You'll start to feel your legs fatigue. Try to actively squeeze your butt. Help out those legs. Nice work, nice work. Woo! Squeeze that butt. Give me another side view here. So we're trying to keep our torso tall. We're not leaning over this way. So try to just sink that butt down. And then you're just shifting back and forth, squeezing those glutes, helping those legs. We're nearing the end here, 10 more seconds. 2, 1, woo! All right, nice work. We're on the bench or our chair next. See if I can bring this closer into the camera. You're on the edge of that bench or that chair. Those weights are underneath your legs, palms facing each other. Bend over slightly, and then you're flying them out. Straight back and big chest. Really squeezing that mid back to get those weights up. You can rest after 8 to 10. See if I can give you a side view here. Keep breathing. Exhale when you come up. Inhale as those weights come back to start. Think of out and back to squeeze. We're not shrugging our shoulders. 25 seconds to go here. Try to keep that back big and tall, straight. 10 more seconds. You got this. Go to the end here, almost. 2, 1. All right. Now, if you have a bench at home, here's where you can use your barbell and your bench. If you're at home, you're on the floor with dumbbells. You can also use dumbbells on your bench at home if you'd like to. We're doing eccentric bench press. Eccentric means the lowering portion of that bench press. So get in place. We're going slow. 3 count. 2, 3, and then a punch up. So slow down, and then 1 quick contraction up. So if you're on the floor, You have your knees bent. Dumbbells are up. 1, 2, 3, and punch. Slowly on the way down and punch, making sure that that barbell or those dumbbells are right in that lower rib area. We're not up by our face. We're not working our shoulders. We're working our chest. So tell that brain to tell those chest muscles to activate. Focusing on that slow on the way down. You're stretching those chest muscles and then a big contraction to push up. Make sure that the small of your back is pressed to the bench or to the floor. Slow on the way down, pause, and then punch. Time check. We got 10 seconds, so keep going. Almost there. You got this. 2, 1. All righty. We're on the mat for our last one. We're doing plank hip dips. So forearms, making sure those elbows are underneath those shoulders, and then we're dipping our hips side to side. Halfway through, we are switching to a Russian overhead twist. So twisting to the side of our body, up overhead with that weight, twisting to the other side of the body. All right, so get on those forearms in that plank. I'll tell you when to switch. We're doing our hip dips. Strong plank. Don't let those shoulder blades cave in. Keep that back strong. You'll probably have to reshuffle your toes each time you dip. Keep strong here. You don't actually have to touch the floor. It's just the motion of twisting those hips side to side. A few more seconds here. Almost. 3, 2, 1. Flip over. The weight is in our sit bones. We have a tall back. Grab that dumbbell. Side of the hip, up overhead, other side of the hip. I want you to really twist that torso side to side. You can keep your heels down on this one. Try to get that weight to the floor on either side of that hip. Up overhead in the middle, and then down to the side. 15 more seconds. You got this. Winding down, 5 seconds. 2, 1. Woo. Drop it. Grab a drink. And then we'll do it all again for another round. How we doing, Dwight?
Trying to get up off the floor. I used the long things, and so I kept hitting it. Where is it?
Oh.
I kept hitting it. I need to switch it, so I'm gonna switch it real quick.
I got you.
I was like, what the heck? I was like, this machine is broken.
Equipment malfunction.
And user error.
Whew. All right, you get your setup. I'm gonna grab a drink, and then we'll go for round 2. I'll go ahead and mute you, so we can start again here. That first exercise, again, we have that forward lunge. where we're keeping our back leg straight, and then we're hinging at our hip. We're not bending our back. We're keeping it straight, and then we're going for a wide row to work the upper part of our back. Then we've got the Siamese squats where we shift back and forth. Then we're on our bench or our chair for those reverse flies. We're working our middle back. And then we're doing the eccentric bench press, slow on the way down, and then a pop up. Working the eccentric portion where our muscles are stretching out, but we're still holding that weight. And then that powerful concentric. And then we're ending with those hippy dippies with the Russian overhead twist. So, all right, grab those dumbbells. We're going for round 2. In 5, 2, 1, here we go. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent, bending over at our waist, and then wide rows. Like I said, you can switch sides after 5 or 8 or 10, whichever you feel like you have control over. My muscles are fatigued from workout number 1. I like to exhale as those weights come up and inhale as they come down. Working on our upper back on these to try to actively squeeze. Whew. Got 25 seconds. Oh my goodness. Fight for it. Woo, almost there, 5 seconds. Last few. Oh boy, drop those weights. I'm definitely feeling that. Into our Siamese squats. You have a little bit of time to catch your breath. All right, find your stance, wide stance here. 3, 2, 1, sink down, shift for 10. Squeezing those glutes, even as you stay down. And then our chest is big, our torso is tall. Nice work. If your knees are more over your toes, your thighs are going to kick in a little bit more. If your butt is a little bit more back behind, then you'll feel it in your butt a little bit more. I know you're feeling fatigued. Keep at it, keep at it. Shifty, shifty, keep those feet down. 20 more seconds. Probably have time for 2 more sets here. right, let's finish this out. Go to the end here. 5 seconds. 2, 1. All right, let's give those legs a rest. We're seated for those flies. Those weights come underneath your legs. Your palms are facing each other underneath those legs. And then you're coming out into a fly. So arms are bent. You're squeezing the middle part of your back now. 2, 1. Here we go. Again, as we bend over, we want to keep our back flat and our chest big. It takes some core work to support that position. Again, after 8 or 10, give yourself a shakeout and then get back into it. You got it. Find that breathing pattern. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you bring those weights up. Seconds. Squeeze that back. Don't let those arms do all the work. Woo! We're winding it down here. Last set, right here. Got 12 seconds. Hold strong. 2, 1. All right. You're on the floor or your bench for those bench presses. Again, we're going slow on the way down and then a powerful punch up. Keeping those dumbbells or the barbell right in that lower rib area, right where those ribs start to split. That's where you want to aim for. Get in place here. We're going in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Slow on the way down. Pause, and then up. Do a slow count to 3, a pause, and then punch. Making sure your lower back is smashed to the floor or the bench. Those dumbbells, you can have them pretty much at whatever angle feels comfortable. I have mine at a slight angle out, so you don't have to be completely straight with those wrists. If you're on the floor, let those elbows come down to the ground, but don't rest. Keep them hovered. Concentrate on that slow stretch open of that chest, and then punch it up. Let that brain tell those chest muscles to activate. Bench press is a chest exercise. Time check. We've got 35 seconds. You got this. Inhale as you go down. And exhale, power punch up. Mindful of that lower back. Watch the angle of the lowering, making sure you're right in that lower rib cage area. 2, 1. All right. Drop those weights. We are on the mat for our last exercise. Plank, hip dips, hippy dippy, and then we're switching to the Russian twist as we go overhead. Pull up yourself on the ground, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here you go. Find that strong plank position and then start rotating those hips. Make sure those shoulder blades are not sinking in towards the mat. Boost that chest away from the floor. You have to readjust those toes almost every time you shift. Like I said, you're aiming for the floor, but you don't have to actually touch the floor with those hips. We're just rotating side to side here. A few more seconds. Hold strong, hold strong. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. On our butts. Grab that weight. Heels are down. Back is tall. Start on one side of the hip, up overhead. Twist that torso. Hit the floor on the other side of that hip. Give me a good twist in that torso. Exhale as you go overhead. Inhale on the side of that hip. We're winding it down, 10 seconds. Almost there. 2, 1. Ready. Woo! Workout is done. Oh. Enjoy your sunshiny Friday and a glorious weekend of sunshine and hopefully not too much heat. And I will see you guys on Monday.